3, 2, 1. Starting transmission.
Hello.
Black.
Sorry, his car died.
Oof. Well, that's no
We
good.
can't, and for the life of us, we can't find the fucking jumper cables.
I think you'd have good track of those.
Yeah, last time they were in the trunk. And now they're not in the trunk. Neighbor gave him a jump.
Well, that's good. Needs a new battery, I take it?
Shouldn't, but apparently.
Who knows?
You're in a weird angle than usual. You're also very red. There's a skin color. Not that it matters, but
Better?
yes.
Should be better. It's because my monitors are red tinged at night, so I don't get blue shift insomnia.
Ah. Well, sorry this took so long.
No worries.
Bonjour and bienvenue to this 30th episode of the super happy fun Jabbertron Tea Party Podcast with Kiki and Cupcake.
So how are you?
I am classified as a meat popsicle.
So the usual one.
Right. I've literally been doing nothing but working. Well, I shouldn't say that. I have spent most of my free time playing video games.
What video games?
The Division 2.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Right. My friends were like, you should get this game and play with us. I was like, okay, sounds good. And then they stopped playing, like, almost immediately. And I got sucked in. Right? And I messaged them middle of the week this week after, 2 weeks of seeing them on and off. And I was like, are you guys going to play the game? We didn't actually like the game, so we're not playing it. I'm like, I hate you guys. Now I'm like 60, 70 hours in, and they're not playing. And I'm just like, okay, fine. Although I think I'm just about to the wall. I don't think I'm going to be playing much longer because I've pretty well exhausted all the content.
I should probably go back to that thing you do where you play video games.
Yeah, it's overrated.
For someone who does it a lot, it can't be that overrated.
It's the only thing that's entertaining to me right now. It's also because I want to finish. I'm almost done, so now I'm playing it a lot just to try to get to the end. It's one of those games where you quote unquote beat the game and then it resets with harder, a different campaign with harder enemies, and so now I'm doing that campaign. That campaign's going a lot faster because I'm max level.
Yeah.
But the second set of enemies are much smarter, stronger, etc. So, yeah, I think when I finish the second campaign, I'll probably be done because I'm not into PvP. So, pretty much just be done once I get there.
Isn't Division 2 supposed to have a lot of online shit to do with your pals?
Theoretically, but I've had a hard time finding anybody to play with.
Well, that's to them because you're awesome.
Yeah, I was a little shocked because they all suggested it to me, and I was like, okay, I'll buy it if you guys are gonna play. And then they did play for a couple nights, but then they just stopped. I'm like, oh, okay. And now they're playing Knights of the Old Republic? No, some Star Wars MMO. I was like, oh, okay. That was more interesting than this for them.
There's a Star Wars MMO?
I don't know what it is. It's an online game because they're all playing together on a server. It's not new, like new, but it's been around for a couple years. It's, I guess, $15 a month. Because I heard one of the guys say he got 15 for the month, so he wanted to get his money's worth.
I'm sorry, 15 a month?
Right.
Well, I haven't been doing much of anything because I've been sick.
Understandable.
And I don't know if you can hear it, I am still sick. I'm just not coughing as much.
Right.
Because I've been sucking down cough syrup like nobody's business.
Right. Gotta get that purple syrup.
Get that scissor.
The syrup.
Do kids still say scissor?
I have no idea. Just drinking it right out of the bottle, not even...
I'm the only one using the bottle.
You're not worried about ODing, are you? Shit.
Well, it's not like I'm chugging it.
No comment. Just watched you take a healthy swig right out of the bottle. No wonder it never works for me. I take like 2 tablespoons at a time. You just fucking chugged like a quarter of it.
I did not chug like a quarter of it.
Don't let her fool you, folks. I just watched her chug a quarter of a bottle of cough syrup.
All lies.
She'll be robo-tripping in 20 minutes or less.
Lies and slander. No, I don't want to play the episode. I want to go to the information about the anime.
Oh, apparently Funimation is teasing that they're going to dub... I always screw up the...
Nichijou?
Yes!
Yeah, that's one of the tabs I have open.
My collectors group, the Funimation rep, posted a message about how do you translate the good morning in whatever language that is, and I was like, is that what I think that is? And then all the people were just like, oh, they're gonna do it! I'm like, what? Okay. So that would be cool. That probably won't happen for a while, but it'd still be cool.
It would so be cool.
Everybody's like, it'll be terrible. I'm like, anything will be better than nothing. I don't think there's a wrong way to dub that show. I mean, I'm sure there is, but just saying, like, a professional dub studio is unlikely to do it so badly that it's a dumpster fire.
I mean... There's better that there's nothing in my eye as opposed to a shard of glass in my eye.
You're right, yes. I just don't think they'll screw it up. At worst, it'll be mediocre. Although I'm easy to please.
Yes, you were.
Shut up! You made that sound like it was bad.
I did not mean it to.
You're like, everyone's like, oh yeah, Cupcake, he likes everything. He won't turn anything down.
That's not true. You'll continue to watch shit, but
yeah,
doesn't mean you'll like it.
I'm definitely a masochist when it comes to watching stuff. There's so many things that other people have turned off after like 2 episodes, and I've finished it. And they're just like, "How did you do that?" I'm like, sheer willpower. Kill me. Kill me.
In your case, you've paid for it, usually.
Right.
You might as well.
Right. No, that's really what it comes down to. He says as he stares at his 6-foot-tall pile of anime.
So now it's taller than me?
No, it's not quite 6 feet. It's like 5'5", 5'6".
Okay, so it is taller than me.
It's gotten pretty big.
If I would stood next to your anime pile, I would be angry at it at its height.
Right.
Because how dare it be taller than me?
Right.
I remember when I was 5'5". Nobody seems to give a fuck that I've lost 2 inches.
That's what happens when you get old, just shrink.
I'm not that old yet.
Oh, don't kid yourself. You're as old as dirt. And she's just like, I have to process this for a moment. Cupcake says nothing about how old he is.
Cupcake is younger than Kiki.
But only slightly.
Yep.
I mean, there was an ice age in between our ages.
Yes. That tricky ice age.
The little ice age. People were skating on the fjords. Something I found amazing is I was watching, I think I told you this, I was watching the Tenchi shorts. I like finally got to watching. I've just been grabbing stuff at random off my pile. I'm probably gonna starting tomorrow, I'm probably gonna go back to watching anime more regularly because I've gotten far enough in the game that I'm not playing it. I'm not gonna be playing it addictively as I'm as far as I really feel like getting. I'm at that point where the amount of effort I have to put in to go any farther is more than I'm willing to get out of the game. Because of course it's a loot shooter, so anyway. But I digress. The Tenchi shorts from 2015, they got, for the English dub, they got all of the surviving, still working actors and actresses from the original English dub from 1998. Ryoko's voice actress, Tenchi's voice actress, Asami's voice actress, I think Mahoshi's voice actress. Washu's is not voice acting anymore. She's in theater. And I believe Ayeka's voice actress is retired. So those two got recast, but everybody else was the original voice. Which I just thought was crazy that they... I haven't heard the lady that does Ryoko voice act in, forever. And I was watching the show and she randomly appears, and I'm like, how in the hell did they get her back? I'm going to have to get a subscription, speaking of voice acting, I'm going to have to get a subscription to Netflix so I can see the dumpster fire that I'm sure the new NGE dub is going to be. Now, I totally admit that the original dub has not aged well. I don't care what anyone says. It's good for the time, but today's standards, it hasn't aged well. Like most media made in the late 90s, it just didn't age well. Our standards were lower. Our technology wasn't as advanced. Our standards were lower. But yeah, Netflix couldn't get the their rights to the original dub, so they're redubbing it with all new people. That should be interesting.
I suppose there's one way to go about
I don't know if anybody can do... It's going to be interesting to see somebody try to do Tiffany Grant's Asuka justice. That's kind of a hard voice to replace.
Yeah.
And I can't think of her name, but the lady who does Masato is going to be hard to replace.
But for someone out there, this is going to be their first ever.
Yeah, no, I'm not
So, I mean,
for us that have been alive
as
since
long
the
as it's
dinosaurs.
done well, yeah. As long as it's done well, I think it'll be all right.
I have to say that there's sometimes it's jarring. I didn't think anybody did a bad job in the Tenchi shorts, but it's jarring not to hear the lady who did Ayeka, just because that voice is so unique. It was the same thing when they did the third OVAs and they couldn't get the lady who did Ryoko, and they had to recast it. It just doesn't feel right when you don't have the original voice actors.
I have been watching The Promised Neverland.
Yeah, I hear that show's crazy.
I've only seen 3 episodes, but yes.
Okay.
I would say so. When you're essentially brought up as meat.
Ooh, interesting.
They don't obviously know they're being brought up as meat. But yeah, that's your life. You're being brought up as meat.
Well, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Without going into the details too much to give away further plot, because that's a big, oh my god, we're what? Sort of big deal.
Right.
But it's the core concept of, at least where I am in it, anyway, with the story.
Mm-hmm.
It's mostly about a bunch of children who are raised at an orphanage who all have number tags on themselves, just like meat would.
Right.
Being raised by mom, who is not really mom, but they call her mom.
Right.
And every now and then someone gets adopted.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Such strange connotations to veal that I just...
That's pretty much what they are.
Right.
They're being raised to be the best of the best. Well, like you're expected to get good scoring grades on these weird tests they're supposed to do for some reason.
Right.
But that has to do with that enhances their overall quality somehow.
Right.
Probably having to do with brain tastiness.
Probably.
But all in all, a good show. I'd highly recommend. Even though I've given away like a big part of the plot. There's not really one other way to talk about it without doing that, though.
Right.
Otherwise, it's a bunch of kids at an orphanage playing games.
Right.
Go watch the cuteness.
Right.
It is very cute. Very well animated.
Right.
I kind of hope it gets a dub.
It is being dubbed. I think it's being simul-dubbed.
Is it being simuldubbed?
Yeah, I think it's a Funimation
it's
property.
Already...
Or it was simul-dubbed.
It's an Aniplex property.
Yeah, I thought Funimation was simul-dubbing that one. I might be wrong.
I don't know. And Fruits Basket has started.
Right.
I have not watched it yet.
It's supposed to be very good. I'm just...
I don't have a premium account, so I gotta wait until the little crown comes off of each episode.
Right.
So that pull.
Hmm.
You wanna pay $600 for a robot that snuggles you?
Not particularly.
It's a cuddlebot. Apparently, so it doesn't have any arms or anything, but it mimics breathing. And you spoon it. And it purrs.
Well, that's crazy.
Yeah, and it's supposed to help you sleep. I mean, it looks cute, but I could also just buy a cat to cuddle me.
Right.
Or a dog. Even more so a dog. Unless I'm allergic. If I'm allergic and lonely, if I have $600 that's not doing anything, I don't know, maybe a cuddlebot would be helpful. Try a body pillow first.
Well, they're gonna air The Promised Neverland on Toonami, so it's gonna get a dub. I just don't know by who.
Does Aniplex not dub?
Not regularly. Oh yeah, just on the 5th, English cast and dub trailer update. So they just announced it. Oh yeah. Yeah, they just announced it. Okay, cool, whatever. I love the Aniplex, so I probably won't watch it for a while.
I'm down to one arm.
I'm
down to one arm, there's a cat.
Ugh.
Why are you so heavy, Phantom? Huh? That pudgy boy? But yeah, I haven't been doing much else. Other than YouTube.
Right.
Or watching people stream.
Same. It's just been YouTube and playing video games.
Oh, exciting lives.
Right.
that people are starting to leave YouTube for streaming.
That's what I've been hearing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Jesse Cox just announced he's not going to do Let's Plays anymore.
He announced that he's not going to do them the same anymore.
Oh, is that what it is?
For the most part, he will be streaming. But for, like, special shows he does, they'll still be on YouTube. So, like, Scary Game Squad, Band Friday, Multiplayer Masterpiece, or whatever it's called.
Okay.
The shit like that will still be on YouTube. Because you make the big bucks streaming now.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently syphilis is spreading.
Oh, that's exciting.
Doesn't syphilis fry your brain?
Syphilis holes like Swiss cheese.
Ooh, careful, no dying.
Right.
You looking forward to Endgame?
I guess. I'll catch it eventually.
Are you all caught up?
I think so. I don't think I've missed any of the movies this time around. Because there was only Captain Marvel in between. I guess I haven't seen Far From Home. I don't know if that has anything to do with Endgame.
I don't think Far From Home's out, is it?
Oh, is it not out yet? I couldn't remember.
No, I believe that's after Endgame.
Oh, okay. So that's how they're like, he'll come back from the dead, quote unquote.
Yeah. It's just already been
Filmed. Right. Then we'll find out how the character comes back from the dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the only superhero movie this year that I haven't seen is Shazam, and that's only because my friend was sick the day we were going to go.
I haven't seen Shazam.
It's highly touted as a good movie, so we'll see.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of rave reviews.
I'd go the next weekend I'm off, but that's Easter, so that's probably not going to fly. I mean, I don't care, but... Oh, boy.
It's just Discord.
Oh, okay.
LARP Discord.
Mm.
Because that's how you LARP nowadays.
Yeah, via Discord?
And during downtimes.
Seems wise.
Well, at least for Werewolf.
Right.
I don't know why vampire games don't have their own Discord yet.
Haven't gotten that big or just not that organized?
Vampire games are bigger.
Oh, just not that organized?
I guess? Or maybe there's just too many of them?
That's fair. It's too many threads.
Yeah. Usually it's done through chatting and email logs. But for our little werewolf game, there's a Discord server. It keeps going off. 13?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Ah. God damn it! I closed it on the computer so it would shut up, and now it's sending all the notifications to my phone.
Oh, it's popular over here.
They're not even talking to me. Stuff's just happening.
Mm.
Coming back.
Ooh, how exciting.
Ooh, dragons! Undead dragons!
Hooray!
And I don't remember what the fuck else is going on in Game of Thrones. I don't actually watch it. It's just on in the background. What are bikini warriors?
Sounds familiar.
Why is her boob doing something so independent of the other boob?
Oh, right. Now I know that sounds familiar. I never even noticed the original release come out.
it's getting a Blu-ray release.
Well, that's exciting.
And her boob looks like it's trying to fly off without her.
Definitely is.
Is Cupcake really tired?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Cupcake.
Oh my god. Sorry.
Wish I had more interesting things to talk about.
I just haven't done anything interesting all week. I really have nothing to talk about, unfortunately.
How's work been?
Nothing of note to talk about, it's just work. Just been working on stuff. Nothing interesting going on there.
Oh yeah, Julian Assange got arrested. Finally. Because... Ecuador?
Yeah, Ecuador. Affected him.
His... Yeah.
I wonder if he now regrets not just facing those charges in Sweden.
Possibly. He's become kind of a joke. And kind of a... Not that we knew him that well beforehand, considering he also has dropped rape charges against him. But kind of a... asshole for the other side.
Right.
Which is what got him in trouble in the first place.
Right.
I believe Sweden wants to deal with him before he gets extradited elsewhere.
I guess we'll see.
I just don't remember what he's technically at crime for where.
Well, we want him for espionage, which...
Yeah.
The foregone conclusion that he'll spend time in a excuse me, a federal prison. I mean, we're the ones that made the request for him to be detained and extradited, so I think we'll probably get him. I'm sure the Swedes would probably like him too, but they have to reopen their case against him. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. I gotta go to bed.
That's fine, bud.
I tried, but I'm literally fighting to try to stay awake.
That's fine. That's fine.
Plus, I got work at 6 a.m.
All right.
All right.
Mercy, once again for listening to the super happy fun Jabbertron Tea Party podcast with Kiki and Cupcake. Live long and be free, my fellow internet beings.
So, good night, Cupcake.
Hi, Kiki.
Transmission terminated.